continue. I leveled up, so let's see what I want to... Both my characters did. Okay, let's put some... I have 6 skill points to choose from. I'll do more survival. Probably skip mechanics for this character. It's like all we have we'll save it up. Class unlocks. He unlocked all these spells. Let's see. Wood skin. Taste of the hunt. Insect swarm. Cold. Firebrand. Conjure lesser blight. Burst of Summer Flame, Blizzard, and Autumn's Decay. Druid level 3. Let's upgrade Aloth. He's our new character. He just joined. Let's see. After leveling a character up, you may want to review their statistics. Open their character sheet. To see their attribute skills, abilities, and talents in greater detail. He has 1 mechanic. Let's see. It's high in lore already. Let's add... Needs some athletics. And a stealth. Okay. And for a spell, we will add... What kind of wizard do you want to be? What do you have already? Let's see. Can we check that? Well, we'll do, we'll just pick a good one. Binding web, we can trap them so they can't swarm us. Let's see. Ray of fire. Combusting wounds is a good one. Let's do that one. And we'll do... I might choose a binding web. Yeah, I think we're gonna do web. So that should help with some damage. Okay, let's go. Do we want to view their statistics? Maybe later. I think we can talk to some of these people here. I don't know if I want to view these tutorials for everything. Been a while, but I know I completed this game at least once. I think I've played it twice before. Once when it first came out, and not that long ago. But I don't really remember it too much. It's been kind of a while. Let's see. I'll just run through these characters. Save it real quick. Orland server. Villager. Drunkard. See what he has to say. As you knew, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. Oh, man. course I picked another game with a lot of reading. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. You see a woman's emptying her satchel onto her bed, taking stocks of her inventory. Potions, bandages, tinctures, and herbs are scattered throughout her room. Haphazardly, she bites her lip, head tilted to the side, considering. She begins to repack one item after the other. Careful deliberation undercut by shaking hands. Each item has a clearly marked place, but no matter how she repacks it, she isn't satisfied. The shaking worsens as she empties it out once more, one hand held to her mouth. Tears eke from her eyes as she gives up all semblance of order and shoves everything she can into the satchel, grabbing it and running out of the bare house. Straightening her back, she walks to the docks. Chin high, eyes hard and red. A gangly young elf offers his condolences, but she can't see him for the ocean ahead of her. She wanders the docks, offering her services as a doctor to any who will listen. Anyone heading out on high tides. Less than an hour later, she watches her childhood disappear in the distance, a tiny speck of an island, and tries not to jump. Step back. Hi, Queen. Thank you for the follow. Step back. Let's see. Storm Brightblade. Oh, another one. Okay. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. You see a group of young men standing around a makeshift practice target. This man stands in the middle of them, explaining the construction and use of a bow. He holds it up, pointing out each part as he speaks about it and what it does. He then walks away from the target, telling them to remain where they are, and it takes his place about 200 feet away. He carefully lines up his shot, explaining that he is doing what he is doing as he does, and lets the arrow fly. It hits the target dead center, much to his surprise and delight of the boys near it. He smiles, walking towards the boys, talking about proper stance and how to follow effectively hold a bow. A noise comes from the tree line near their practice venue, and he stops, scanning the woods, blue eyes squinting against the sun. A shadow moves, making its way through the forest behind them. He draws an arrow and lines up the shot, carefully tracking the motion of the hidden creature. Losing the arrow, he wastes no time and quickly grabs another. The boys spin, watching the arrow fly into the forest. Immediately lost among the trees, there is sudden explosive movement in the undergrowth as a deer erupts from the tree line, running across the edge of the clearing. The boys laugh, turning to joke with the man about his lousy shot. They stop talking, seeing him holding the bow and leading the deer with a knocked arrow. They drop to the ground as he loses this last arrow, which flies true and strikes the deer right behind its shoulders, piercing heart and lungs, and dropping it dead almost immediately. The boys stare at the deer for a few seconds, and then slowly turn, look at the man, newfound respect in their eyes. He smiles again and breathes a quiet sigh of relief. We'll go upstairs. See who is up here. Nest lock. Is that nudge step? Okay, I'm not gonna read all these. These are just like flashbacks. It'll take forever to read everything. Like lore, interesting things to read about. In guest. I don't think I'm gonna steal anything. What's down here? These bones are covered in tiny bite marks. Oh yeah, that's that puppy. This hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. Pet the dog. The dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Leave the dog alone. Some lockpicks.
I'll have it in no time.
No. There's nothing worth picking this early in the game, really. I think we'll leave the inn. Let's listen to what this drunker had to say. And who are you then? Another fool come to answer Bradrick's invitation. Our great lord has my sister run out of town after the buoy was born. She was the only family I had left. Not sure where she is now. Blazes, I need another drink. Rice and grain. Let's talk to this guy I saved earlier. Out you, my savior. He makes a weeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. I earned a reputation, huh? Do not think I will let you go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. My dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. I think we can leave here. Let's go to Hoffra's house. Let's see what's up here. A dry wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child. She is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Hello.
Well, finally, I was starting to think the woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? I just arrived. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you with one of the caravans? She looks at you hopefully. Master Odemas, by chance? I was, yes. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Afra covers her mouth with a hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments, she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kaliska was always so certain she could take on any danger. Afra sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her. She might still be alive. Somewhere. Afra's face crumples and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Kaliska mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance. Afra looks at you with some surprise before dabbing at her nose with the sleeve. That's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. Afra wipes at her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kaliska as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless and empty. It happens to so many mothers, and Lord Radric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. She sniffs. With my hat hort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hope Cliss could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being Hollowborn, but she moves through Angslog's compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't have anyone else. Now with Kliska gone, please can you help me? I'll find Ragna for you. Okay. Anslong Compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She clasps her hands together. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets a hand on her stomach, smiling through her tears. I don't think I'm going to make it through this game if I have to keep reading everything. I think that's the most words I've said all day. What is this? Grain? Need that. I don't need any of your stuff. What is this? Dog-eared book is tilted. Okay, let's go. We've got questing to do. We need more action, less talking. So the grayed out ones, if I remember, are the completed quests. Looks like it. Where to next? We'll go to Ingrod's house. Uh-oh, something's going on here. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little. Can you imagine just walking into somebody's house and standing next to him and surprising, "Oh, I'm here. I don't know you. I'm just getting to know you, the new neighbors here. Hello." You're in your kitchen making food and your new neighbor just walks into your house, stands by the kitchen entrance. "Oh, hi, how are you? Can we help you?" She looks to her companion, brows frowning with confusion. "Do you know this man, Nantan?" "I don't believe so. Was there something you wanted, stranger?" "No, I'm just walking in people's houses and saying hi. I didn't even knock. I'm just coming in." You two seem to be in a hurry." "Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip. Actually, I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and..." She looks at Norton. "Well, it's the truth. I think I've had my fill of this town. Well, in truth." Anton reaches to take her hand. "It's time for new scenery," he says. "Is there anything you can tell me about the Gilded Veil?" "Only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rot goes deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiance Bay ourselves," Naughton added. "Okay, goodbye. I'm just gonna look around on your stuff and steal it, maybe." Excuse me, I'm just gonna check this. "Oh, I'm gonna take this. I hope you don't mind." "Okay, bye." Beers. Somebody left beers in this box. What is up here? The windmill. And we have the Black Hammer Smithery. We'll do the windmill first. See what they want. We know there's grain in there. Trumble. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on your crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. "The first of you drunkards come through that door gets a shot between the eyes. God's hearing me. Swainer, I'll put you down like a dog." Come away for now, lads. We'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. And investigate the feud. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. Get back if you value your life. Hold on. I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Swainer's already got his claws into you. Gods, that's all I need. I just arrived here. Let's see. You picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vales had all its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now. Swainer thinks he's king of it. They're all of them mad. What was all the ruckus outside? Where to begin? Swainers whipped them up into a froth going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air. And I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale, and Swainer's and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town. The crop's blighted, and most of what I'm getting from the farmers, Trumbull gestures to the sacks and containers, is gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely enough good grain to go around. Swainer's howling after things he has no right to. Seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. It's not. Look, Swainer's always been a rotten bastard. With stores so limited, maybe I save the good stuff for people who deserve it. Afra, for instance, she's expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? Do the villagers know about the grain supply? Some, the innkeeper for instance. It's better not to worry. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can keep things calm until then, we'll be in the clear. Well, maybe I ought to go talk with Swainer then. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore. But maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it if you can convince him. Ugh. Let's see what these two have to say.